Hello, 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 and hello again. Welcome to another episode of Social Bridges. I am your host, Uspio Umtunga Umbulase, and I'm not here by myself. I have the coolest kid in Mzansi, Zana.
What's up, Mzansi? Welcome to Social Bridges. As introduced, I'm Gosazana Pesha, but you can call me Zana, the coolest kitty emhlabeni, brother.
Oh, you are the coolest kid in Mhlabeni.
Jigelele.
When I said the coolest kid in Mzansi.
Wangithathela phansi.
When I'm with Petty Planet Earth.
Hinti naseblue.
Yeah. Well, you're on fire. So tell me, my sister, what bridge are we crossing today?
Okay, today we're crossing a very difficult. It's a steppy, but it's a very important bridge.
Mm-hmm.
It's about why connection matters.
Why connection matters. Before we jump into that, I'd like us to just cool down a little bit,
Okay.
and just check what's in our cooler. What's in your cooler?
Okay, let's find out what's in my cooler. Okay, I have a hand sanitizer. As introduced, right? A hand sanitizer, when you do this, I can't wash my hand alone like this. It's not going to be properly. So there's a saying, African saying, izandla. Yes.
Okay.
That's what's in my cooler. What's in your cooler?
I thought you were going to say, COVID is back, we need to sanitize.
We were introduced to hand sanitizer before COVID.
Oh.
Yeah.
In my cooler, I have a Coke.
Wow.
As you have mentioned, that is under Zekeza.
Okay.
Well, in South Africa, if you want to wash another hand,
Okay. You need Coke.
you need Coke. Buy Coke, I know what I'm talking about.
Oh. Okay.
So it's a connection to connect for me and my director to connect.
Mm-hmm. You buy a Coke.
Coke.
Oh.
It's our connection.
That's a connection.
So, yeah. Welcome to South Africa.
Okay.
So let's jump into our topic today.
Okay.
Why do connections matter?
Wow. Why do connection matters? Oh, matter, rather. Connection matter because of the community, building community, finding a tribe, understand? Like, just as human living amongst each other, we need to connect to each other in different ways, right? So, to me, it's more on philosophy and ideologies we live in. So, I like to be technical about things. So, what do I mean about that? I mean, as I told you about an African proverb of Izanda Zegezana, it's not just a saying. It shows you could see on our livelihoods, you need another person. It's very figurative and literally. You need another person. You understand? You also like you need someone. You understand? As humans, we need each other in different ways to connect, to live among, to commune, just play a song amongst each other. That's how I think connection matters. Physically, emotionally, mentally, social. You understand? Why do you think
Actually, I feel connections matter because they help us grow.
Wow.
They help us grow and lead us into, different directions.
Yes, they
Because
do.
some connections, as fine, I'm a connection our fine.
Yes.
There's connection Cody. There's why can't I think of another connection like this one? I don't know. But, there's different kinds of connections.
Yeah.
And I believe some connections are not fair. Some are fair.
Okay.
Well, another person would say, for me it's fair. Because the director the producer was talking about nipple babies.
Oh.
You know what's a nipple baby?
Yes.
Do you want to tell us what's a nipple baby?
Okay.
For someone who doesn't understand.
Okay, a nipple baby is someone who's like connected or got a job via nepotism. Yeah, that's a nepo baby.
Because my surname is, almost mentioned the surname. But
You know what? It doesn't even work with surnames only. That's because there was. I always tell you guys about the stories. There was this scandal of the ESCOM CEO.
Okay.
He got a tender with his step daughter, but because they were using different surname, that's how he got a tender. Because people, they think now, so it is not just surnames that we have same surnames. You understand? You can put Dumalume Wako knowing it's a different surname, but you guys are still connected. So yeah, it's just sometimes it's someone you know, man. Because you know them, or isn't this ganjal? It's not like, hey, it's a very touchy subject. It's a very touchy subject, because when you think about it as a thing you would say black empowerment, community, let me eat with my people, understand? But at the same time, when you think about it on principles, on morals, hiring process, you have to apply, you have to do screening. I can't just say Tati CV then tomorrow. So but there's someone who's been applying, going to interviews. You understand how stressful it is. Just because when are you close to the CEO, you can get the tender or you can get the job. So yeah.
I'm remembering a time when I was in a program. It was a contract actually. It was a year or a year and a half there, and how everything went. We came, went through interviews, and and then day 2, when we have started this job, we are working. Day 2, a guy walks in, okay, and then he walks in straight into the office that we are working in, takes a seat and has his phone in his hand. You're asking yourself, who is this guy? Why is he here? We don't know him. And actually, this guy was one of us. When did we see that this guy is one of us? Payday. Was his like, he didn't do anything. He came every day and said, how is he getting? Who is he? To find out that he is the son of top management.
Wow.
So they wanted 30 people. They employed 29 people purposefully so that he can just walk in. Connection. Cool. But for him, it wasn't cool. He was a nipple baby. Okay. He just walked in and he started sitting there and calling the shots. He became the supervisor at the end of the day. We would ask him, so is your mother going to pay us today? He was in charge. and we were earning the same stuff. That is not fair. So that's why I say some connections are not fair, because we would do all the work. I still remember, guys, I did his work. I still remember. As a supervisor, he was supposed to fill in the timesheets and all that. I was doing that. And all he would do is take the file and submit it to the higher office and come back and say, all is well.
And get paid.
And get paid for the job that I did, Because we, all of us, all 29 of us, were so desperate for a job.
Yeah.
In this country that doesn't, we were so desperate for the job, we could not complain and say, but he's not doing anything. The only thing that we said was, as long as we getting our money at the end. Because what matters is...
It's the money.
Yes. So it's very sad. It's very sad. I mean, right now we have people on TV, nipple babies.
Wow.
We have people in government. We have people in big industries, institutions.
Yes.
Because of connections, because of equal. And there's people out there who worked so hard to get that degree, that honors, to get that job, but umuntu gets that job through the surname.
Yeah.
Umuntu gets that job because same blood flows in the boss. It's unfair. It's truly unfair. Honestly.
You always have depressing stories. I must say.
You get in trouble for this.
You always have depressing stories, but with me, it's a different case. There's something that it's a pyramid 2K. We have our own terminology. We have our own things. There's something we call a tribe. So a tribe, it's when you meet friends that have similar characteristics or traits like you, whether your personality, you like same hobbies, you like same things, then you say like you're finding your tribe or you're building your tribe. So so with me, I found a tribe. And finding a tribe, it like highlighted why connection matters. So I will find a tribe in people who like fashion. So I found different people like fashion. Then we started to be involved in fashion shows a lot. The time I was still a student in prom. Two people that like, yo, you're just the same. Oh, you have swag. And it wouldn't end only on that. It would end on like, no, we need to do something. I know someone that is a designer. Oh, cool. I'm also a model. Oh, cool. So it's a network thing, building a culture. Oh, I know someone that's a rapper. Oh, I know someone that's a rapper. Oh, I know someone that's a content producer, Zana. Then they connect me. So we will connect each other and enlighten each other's craft. You know me, I work on radio. I know you work well. So this whole tribe thing, it was for us to improve our careers. So we will find people who will do fashion shows with, modeling with, or do drift, do all those things. So with me, that's how my tribe and connection like put me in places that I never thought I would be. Even jobs, not the Collie one. Not the Collie one. I don't remember like applying like desperately applying for a job, like CVs and everything. Most of the jobs I got on most of fashion geeks or anything, it was through recommendation. I know someone who can creative direct this. I know someone who can co-produce this. Zan, that's how my name will come up. If I'm gonna work in this project, I did my level best. Then someone else is gonna see this thing. I'm like, no, I know Zana. I know this. Once someone who can edit, that's how connection matters, especially in this industry. You understand? They always say. My lecturer used to say, your name is a brand in media, and your last job, it's your recommendation. If your last job it's yapet, you might not even get a job. So it's a word of mouth thing. Oh, Sims can edit. Oh, someone can do sound. Someone can do what? Someone can do. So that's how I relate more with connections. Like it becomes a disadvantage. It becomes a very like huge advantage for me. So now I know, man, Guti, the community around me or my tribe, we specialize in this and we help each other in this. Rappers, what? Promoters, what? Because we more on entertainment mostly, but connection differs. There are people you need to connect with even if ungafuni. You understand? So it's either your intermediate family, it's either your neighborhood, or your relative, that's, and you still need to connect with them. Why do they matter? Why? When we get it gets it's a village thing, you understand? So what's your take on that? Like, what about connections that you don't even want to be part of? Like you need to be part of. About Peggy.
You mentioned Ubulisa Ukoko Loyana.
Hey. Ish.
But anyway.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah.
I mean, it's difficult, For me, I wouldn't. I know I'm stubborn.
Mm.
Me, I
Okay.
don't know about another person, but me, I'm stubborn, and I'd feel that even though I need this connection, but I have to do something that I don't want to do for
True.
that connection. I wouldn't do it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Honestly, someone else might do it. That's how other people made it. We keep these kind of connections because we want to get somewhere. And I believe even if this door doesn't open, another door will open. Yeah, so we should rather stop. I'm saying this publicly. Stop doing things as pulling just to make it, and we call it a connection.
Wow. Facts.
It's not a connection. It's you doing something, and then you say, "Yeah, I made it. Did you really make it?"
Yeah.
Is the question. Did you really make it? Manje kumele ngibuyise ugogo uNtozabantu because ugogo uNtozabantu uyaziwa. They know her around eKasi ukuthi that one is dangerous, my brother. If you don't greet her later, like me, it's utterly wrong, honestly. It's actually wrong. And speaking about that, I know a guy who laughing at the back. I'm so sorry. Who actually got a job through connections. And how he got this job is that he was volunteering there for 2 years or so. Yeah. And then when that job post came of the job that he was volunteering for, other people came of someone came and offered the boss money to say, tell me how much you want. Whatever amount you want, write it down and I'll send it to you right now.
Yeah.
But because the connection between the boss, not the connection, the loyalty of this person to this boss, that created a connection between the two of them. She made sure that this guy gets this job. She didn't get it to him on a silver platter. She said, there's a post, so, and you are the perfect candidate for it. But we are not going to give it to you, you have to fight for it. You have to go through interview and kill your interview and get the job. So the sad thing is that there's people who came. There's me and you.
Okay.
There's the director, and then there's the producer, and then there's the executive producer.
Yeah.
So the executive producer came down to the director to say, look, my son needs this job. You can't have Zana on that show. Give it to my son. And then the producer came down to the director to say, look, I have 2 million example. Give this one to my son. But the director sticked to the person because of the loyalty.
Wow.
That person had to her, I meant to say. So that's why I'm saying we should rather be loyal and do something good instead of doing other things that you know that you are doing, that you know that you did to get that job. Yes. What is your take on people who are getting jobs or people who are getting amatenda or people, through Ubenza izinto eziphumile?
Wow. Do you really want me to take on that? Wow. Obviously, it's not an ethical thing to do. But when I say that, those things don't work in real life. Now, ethics is just a textbook thing. But what I'm saying, the problem I have, it's the girlies in the industry. The girlies in the industry, they running the narrative for Uguti. Work hard in today's young girls. Ne? And these young girls think like, if I work hard, for instance, I want to be controversial and the YouTube girlies. You remember the YouTube girlies?
Okay.
YouTube man pays if you do makeup. And these people have side hustles of blessers, getting 10K, getting 100K monthly allowances or whatever amount. And when you think, go see, just content and this is gonna get me a Porsche or it's gonna get. I'm not saying it's not gonna get you, but I feel like people should own their truth. Because see, guys, I'm relying on girlfriend allowance. I'm not really working hard. Understand? Don't make us think, Gucci, if we work hard, we're gonna live your life. You get it?
Yeah.
Just own your truth. Like honestly, own your truth. Tell us, no, it's connection. I didn't go to the DJ thing. I don't know how to DJ. I'm dating a promoter. That's why you see me being booked. Don't say, yeah, you must own your craft ganja. We understand. No, just tell us the truth, then we know and we respect you for the truth. Unlike now the whole fake negative, we see you at every poster, but because of your boyfriend is a promoter, that's why you disbooked. Yeah, I just feel like people, if they can be honest, then there's not gonna be a gray line. Go see, hi, why? And at the end of the day, those people are adults. They know what's wrong and right. It's not our place to come and say, hey, what you doing? Taking charge, or it's a wrong thing or what? They did it willingly. You understand? Bias now, members of our team. But if they're being honest about it, and try to run with the narrative, but if you work hard, you're gonna get here. Tell us, good to know. I have a side hustle. I'm dating the director. That is why I'm here. You get it? Yeah. So that's my take on it. Good see whether people are getting bribes. Understand? Obviously, it's a wrong thing to do, but I'm not gonna call you out on that. You're doing it. Oh yeah, Gucci, it's wrong. And also, guys, we have to also remember one thing. To me, it might be wrong. To you, it might not be wrong. And I'm not gonna convince you to say that this is wrong. Now are you old enough to understand? You get it? So some people like, hi, I don't have a choice. What must I do? I'm like, namnya panda. You get it? And Marugut now panda. Even someone's gonna right now, you gonna work hard, do all this, achieve the things. Then someone's just gonna take your car or like point you with a gun and be like, we are hasela. And take all these things that you worked hard for, and they're gonna justify with, no, I don't have a job. I was like hustling for my family, but taking someone cars isn't a seven. So people want to justify these things is wrong, because I don't have what. That's why. Because but at the end of the day, into wrong. Wrong. So we that's wrong. We're taking someone into I7 because when you don't have what doesn't excuse. Well, I'm not saying Gucci. Yeah, you get me though.
Do you feel that these connections, these connections, Pagamisa a crime rate as South Africa? Do you feel that because these people are getting jobs via connections, not your kind of connection, not the tribe kind of connection?
No,
yeah. Do you think some connections? Let me put it like that. Do you think some connections is parasitic crime rate? Before you say anything, besties at home, comment on below and tell us what you think about this question. Do you think it crime rate? People now, because they are jobless, they think crime is the way.
You know what? Can I say this before? The main purpose of the BEE, right? Black Boys Empowerment, it was to bring people with previously disadvantaged black people, right? Especially females, because they didn't get jobs. None. But check what it did. It made only a certain class ibe rich. That's when Amatenda vele corner. That's when the culture of slave queen vele corner. Because this guy from the hood got a tender of 25 million to build a school or to do what, then how this guy's gonna behave in the community is gonna be different. He's gonna buy a sports car, he's gonna buy the Louis Vuitton, the what, and take all these girls. Understand? So to answer your question, I think yes, because the thing about us, once umunyo pagam, we have to make another one ayepanzi for us to feel better. As kono pagama song, what this is. So even the BEE thing, it was a thing you would see black people. Now we're giving you an opportunity to come because you didn't have opportunities before. Get into businesses, but what did you do? Ngithole tender esikolo, ngizofaka wena, ngifake nina, then we'll be only one becoming rich. You understand? There's a tender, omunye umuntu is gonna apply kahle. Then because now I have all these tenders of building schools, building what, then I'm gonna ask for sexual favors. You understand what culture that brings? I said, I'm not gonna be like, you know what? Because now I got this amount of money, how about these tenders I'm giving it to young girls? I'm doing skills development. No. Young girls, I need them to sleep with me. I need them to give them materialistic things. It's the mentality we have, and which is kind of sick if you can think about it. You understand? Now everything is about selfish reasons, because I got a job, then now you must pay for that job. For instance, the most sickest thing I could ever hear, it's a friend of mine was telling me, Goti, she wants a job, which I wouldn't mention, and they ask her for 10K. I was like, ongasebenzi. Ongasebenzi. 10,000. You want a job, then you have to pay 10,000 to get a job. But you're unemployment. Like you're unemployed. It doesn't make sense to me. You get it, but there's no a person who's genuinely can be like, you know what, young girl, I can just, let me help you apply this. Nah, I'm gonna ask you using this pumendleleni. You understand? Because I take advantage of you, girl. You understand? It's very sick. Like it's very sick, because this also it's a thing of us humans. It's a thing. You understand? You're the one's gonna behave like that. You're the one's gonna make those decisions. You understand? So it's also on us being better people. You understand? We need to be better. We need to stop this culture, because it's killing us, and it's killing one race. You don't see these things happening in other races. It's killing one race, so we need to do better. Honestly, we need to do better. So,
speaking about that race, I think that the best race, when you talk about connections, we are talking about Indian people. Wow. Have you seen a homeless Indian guy? Have you ever, Jay?
Yes.
You never see that.
I never have.
Have you?
Yes.
Okay, I've never.
You have never.
Because I've once interviewed a guy in Joburg. I forgot this place, but yeah, it's an Indian society. They in that area,
Okay.
and he was talking about how they make sure that the other person right their life,
Yeah.
which is the right connection. He says, when I started, he has a coffee shop. When I started, I used to sell coffee at a stop sign. And this guy that I do not know came to me and says, I like your coffee. He buy his coffee every morning. I tell him every morning, I like your coffee. And jiggy, he said, come with me. Leave those things away. Come with me. And then he walked into a coffee shop that he owns today and says, this is yours.
Wow.
Because I love what you are doing there. And your coffee is nice. I want you to sell this very same coffee in this shop. So this shop is yours. Wow. A guy he doesn't know. Do you think a black person would do that? Because black people say,
yeah, we just
instead of helping one another.
Yeah.
You know? So for me, the relevant, you go to Roshni there.
Roshni.
Thank you. You go to Roshni there. You'd never find a house break that side, because they look after each other.
Yes.
You know, as if they are family, and they are not. It's Allah, it's Muhammad, and Muhammadi, but they are not connected. You know?
Yeah.
But the way they take care of each other, you'd swear that, whoa.
These people, that is his family.
Hey,
Yeah.
yes, from the same mother,
Yeah.
same father, all of them in the same.
Yeah.
You know, that. For me, Indian people are a right definition of connection.
It's not just Indian people, guys. You can even check on, I know, Gucci, most people gonna get touched when I say this. The legacy of apartheid, guys. Boers. Check Boers. Understand? Check how, like go see how they treat each other. If we're at work and a white person does something wrong, the way they're gonna like address each other or how they treat each other is gonna be different compared to mina mangi boss yako, and just because you're black and you do something wrong, then lo ngoba yena intlang ehlukile ngizofuna ukukubonisa ukuthi hey, what you did is wrong, but go here. Yeah, you get it. And how they treat each other. And also, like, the way now they focused more and more on building the community. But we're gonna build our own schools. We're gonna colonize these people. They're gonna speak our language. We're gonna build farms. We're gonna empower. They make sure what they are empowered. You get it? They make sure what they are empowered. Check us, Konamanj. We are in power. What are we doing to each other? We are in power. We have the political part, but what are we doing? Check Bona. Well, but before 1994, when they were in power, how white people they were. You understand? And check us. You see, it's just our thing, Jopel. You get it?
Yeah. I don't know. Are we picking that up or no? We are not. Okay.
No. Yes. So it's an issue of us black people. I really don't know why. But what I like is we can change the narrative.
Okay.
We think different.
Okay.
We have the right ideologies, man. We have the right ideas. We see world different. We understand that's fun, but so we can learn. It's right to see about the gaps there and see where we can improve our society. You understand? Because when we say black empowerment, we don't mean just the word. We mean to really uplift each other. Like, there's even a person who cannot even tell you, knowing that your cousin is unemployed or your friend, you're not going to send them with, Doug, I just saw a link. Please apply. You're not going to do that. In. Understand? Why? Why? Understand? Go right angasebenzi mhlambe kuphakame wena makuma family what then we have to see you with your German car. Hey, so respect, this would be the hot money and make people ice boys. Understand? If we can see, and also how we see each other. Well, do we see each other as human though? That's the thing. Even how we talk to each other. The thing is just internal racism. We start just because cause you sue to, hey, there's an issue. Hey, this one thinks like this. This one thinks like this. So why do we have to have differences and we don't see each other as people? I see those conversations. Hey, someone will hate you just because you're from a different tribe, but they don't see you because you're a black person like them. You're from the township like them. You are disadvantaged like them. And they're gonna focus on, hey, which language you speak. They're not gonna focus on, let's empower each other. Understand? That's the conversation we should have. Food. You get it?
Yeah, I think it's time for us to wrap it up.
It's time for us to wrap it up. But I just hope you really liked the conversation we have here. You please engage in the comments. Tell us what you think. And don't forget to follow us on social pages. IG is Social Bridges, Facebook Social Bridges, TikTok is Social Bridges, and at YouTube is Social Bridges. Like, share, and comment. Thank you for watching, besties.
Yes, thank you for watching, besties. This is Social Bridges. Tell us what you think and what's your take on why connections matter. Social Bridges. Go.